So I first got started selling Melentine Homes about 15 years ago when I got in the business. My father, who's also a real estate agent, said, go knock doors in this little neighborhood that was adjacent to the neighborhood that we lived in. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know what a Melentine home was. But I knew that when I walked the streets of this little neighborhood, I can see these beautiful and character-rich, super charming little homes, and there was something about it that I just loved. And I think it's important when you're starting the business, you need to love the houses that you're going to eventually sell. And these Melentine homes were just so special and beautiful, and I just love them. So I first got involved with the book, A Birdhouse in Paradise, about 5 or 6 years ago. A man by the name of Chris Lukather approached me. I was one of the top real estate agents in the area selling Melentine homes, which I was super passionate about. And I remember him walking into my open house, and he approached me and he said, I'm thinking about writing a book about Melentine homes. And when he said it to me, I knew it was a great idea. I just didn't know how it would come together. Would I write it? Would he write it? How would this work? But there was one thing that I knew from that interaction, and that was that Chris really wanted to make this book happen. So a couple months would go by, he would contact me again, and ultimately we decided to have breakfast together at Harvest Moon over off of Whitsett and Magnolia. And he convinced me that doing this book was something that he was going to do, so I said I'm all in. I introduced him to William Mellentine's son, Michael, who lived in the area. And ultimately it was Chris who built the relationship with Michael, got tons of content for the book. I helped Chris out with a lot of photos and a lot of information about Melentine homes. And the book just came together. And I'm so glad that it did, because I truly believe that Melentine homes needed their own coffee table book. And I'm so glad that it's here today. Melentine homes deserve more publicity than what they've received. William Melentine was not an architect, he was a builder, but he was smart, and he hired draftsman Fred Hickman and architect Leo Bachman to create the floor plans and design of these beautiful homes. They're culturally and historically significant to the landscape of LA. They're a snapshot of a region's history, and no more will be created. When you look at the front elevation of a Melentine home, you know it. It's charming, it's unique, and it's special. Across Los Angeles, hundreds of Melentine homes are waiting to be rediscovered, and without further intervention, these historic and architectural masterpieces could eventually be lost with time. If you're curious about whether or not you own a Melentine home, I'd be more than happy to help you determine your home's history. Thank you for watching. I'm Alan Taylor. See you next time.